Senior Staff Association, Universities of Ghana will from Monday, 19th October 2020, lay down their tools because of government's failure to address what they describe as deteriorating conditions of service. At a news conference in Accra a while ago, the national chairman of the association, Abdul Majid Yusuf, said all attempts to get governments to address their concerns regarding award on market premium and payment of Tier 2 arrears of their retired colleagues have all proven futile. There's more in this report by my colleague, Kwekwa Asante.
The Senior Staff Association, Universities of Ghana, will from Monday, 19th October 2020, withdraw its services over what it describes as government failure to address the deteriorating conditions of service of senior staff of public universities in Ghana. Here is Abdul Majid Yusuf announcing the industrial action.
Pursuant to the ultimatum, which was copied to the National Labour Commission, and government's insensitivity to our plight, we hereby declare a withdrawal of our services with effect from Monday, 19th October 2020. All members of the Senior Staff Association, Universities of Ghana, SSAU of G, are required to lay down their tools and hoist red flags across all campuses.
The staff is attributing this to the award of market premium to lecturers and other staff of public universities without considering the senior staff. The association claims this is discriminatory.
The award of market premium to our senior colleagues and comparators in other public institutions, in our candid opinion, was unscientific and discriminatory. It was merely based on academic/professional qualification rather than output-driven. We wish to state categorically that a good number of us within the senior staff cadre are even more qualified academically and professionally than some of our senior colleagues. Furthermore, the award of the market premium does not only defeat the purpose for the introduction of the single spine salary structure, but also seeks to deepen the dam and nurse syndrome that has characterized university administration over the years.
The Senior Staff Association is also complaining about moves by government to migrate universities' payroll to the Controller General's payroll system.
In previous correspondence to government, we enumerated several reasons why universities' payroll should not be migrated to the Controller and Accountant General's payroll system. We reiterate our call to government to stop the subtle moves to do so. Instead, we strongly advocate for a special dispensation akin to that granted to the security services and other public institutions such as Cocoa Board.
Senior staff of the public universities include administrators and other members who are not lecturers, including accountants, among others. The association also says although they sympathize with government as a result of the financial difficulties it is going through by virtue of the coronavirus pandemic, they want their concerns addressed regardless.
Yes, we all know that the COVID has dealt every Ghanaian a blow. And when the COVID, in fact, was so, let me say, intense, we decided not to do what we are doing now. And we endured whatever every other Ghanaian endured. We gave our support. And we think that government is a going concern. Up to this point, at least we should hear something. The budget, for the next year, has to take.
The national chairman of the association, Abdul Majid Yusuf, has joined us in studio. Thank you very much for joining us, sir. First of all, who are university senior staff?
Yes. Good afternoon to your cherished viewers. The senior staff of the public universities include accountants, administrators, those working in the security section, the transport section, and so all of these constitute senior staff of the public universities.
And what has led to this point?
Yes, as I indicated earlier this morning, we have tried to engage government through the Ministry of Education, and more specifically, the Minister of Education, to draw government's attention to some of the deteriorating conditions under which we work. Primary among these are the non-award of market premium and a basic allowance to our category.
But what's a market premium?
Yes, the market premium is an element or a component of the remuneration of public sector employees. And for those of us in the universities, it is our senior colleagues, we call them senior members, teaching and non-teaching, who are benefiting. So what we are saying is that we equally merit the market premium. The basis is that we find it discriminatory and unscientific. The award was made, in our opinion, strictly on the basis of academic and professional qualifications. Mm-hmm. So we are saying that a good number of us now have academic and professional qualifications, some of which some of our senior members do not even possess. And so government should reevaluate the criteria and make the effort to treat all of us fairly. That is just one of the issues we have. Right. The other issues, of course, include the Tier 2 arrears that government is yet to pay as far as our members are concerned. We have some of our people who have gone on retirement. Some people have worked in the system for 30 years. You can imagine working for 30 years and then going on retirement, and your Tier 2 contributions are in arrears right from 2010 to 2016. It is so disheartening. In fact, most of those people are traumatized. Yes. Okay,
so that summarizes the challenge as well. But what has been the response of government since you began engaging them?
Yes, like I said earlier, we have tried to engage the National Council on Tertiary Education and the Minister of Education. Yes, and the response so far for me is very appalling, to say the least. We have not even had a concrete meeting to cement these issues. And so having come to this point, we think that government is not taking us seriously, and the least we can do is to lay down our tools.
Why now?
Oh, yes. You know, the whole world has actually not been at ease since March of this year. And we in Ghana have equally had our share. Since we realized that has taken much of government's effort as patriotic citizens, we decided that we would equally, relax our demands and support government through it all. And for us now, this is about the right time, because the budget for next year is being considered. And so if all these are not factored into the budget, then it means that we definitely are going to be left out.
Under normal circumstances, if you miss the budget deliberations, that means you have to wait an entire year. But this is an election year.
Yeah.
And so the budget that will be prepared for November just covers the first 3 months of the coming year. Can't we wait till next year so that it can be factored into the March budget, which is over a longer period?
For instance, those of our colleagues that have gone on retirement, I'm not sure if you suggest this to them, you'll be fair to them. And this has been outstanding since 2010. So 2010 to 2016, it's good enough time for government to have made amends. Please note that what we are demanding for is our contribution, Tier 2 contribution, 5% of the workers' money that government hasn't paid to our fund managers, so as to enable them invest those monies, and so that when our members are on retirement, they will be given good packages. So that right from 2010 to 2016, we have not had those payments made. For us, it calls for this kind of action.
But have you heard why those payments have not been made from government?
We actually have not had the government making, let me say, an official statement on why the Tier 2 contributions for 2010 to 2016 remain unpaid. We have not heard from government. The only thing we can say is that we have a board which is in charge of this, and the fund managers have actually not had these monies so as to enable them invest. And so for us, that is quite worrying.
Second years in universities just reopened, and so your services will be very needed on the university campuses,
Yes.
especially since universities have been closed for so long.
Yes.
Have you considered the effect
Yes.
of the strike?
Yes. Yeah, we are, if you like, the pillars on which these universities, rest. The senior and junior staff have, over the years, sustained the operations of these universities. And mind you, we also have relations among the students, where some of us have children and their siblings, and even if you like, distant relations who are equally going to be part of this, the cohort that is coming. And of course, it is not good news for us, but that's the best we can do.
So I want to assume that since this news conference and this announcement was made, no response has been heard from government?
Not yet. We haven't heard anything from government yet.
All the best then.
Thank you very much.
I'm hoping that this will be